What do you got for us?
In front of the cops is a sturdy house. It
The
is
cops,
neatly
fucking
shut
cheese it.
up, and there is an undisturbed layer of dirt on the front porch. Crack. There must be someone inside.
I also change my music opinions a lot, because when I do find a song or an artist that I like, I will listen to them until I'm fucking sick of them forever. It's like, you know, I'm just like, oh, hey, have you heard about this new band AJR? I say, like, last year when they're not a new band at all.
No, they're
And
not.
then I listen to them, you know, enough, and then I'm like, I've heard all of their songs that I liked, and I'm sick of them now. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
No
AJR
one
was promoted
responds
the
to your
shit
knock.
out of on
The
all my
door is
alt
locked.
stations back when I lived with my
But
parents.
a barrel below the window affords easy access inside. As you poke your head in, there's a whistle, and a rope catches your neck.
Move, and we'll choke you.
I'm a skelly man. You can't
The
kill
rope
me.
tightens, squeezing your throat. Your breath rasps.
Stop it! Stop it! You gotta let go.
The voice is high and light. A woman's? The rope slackens for a moment, long enough for you to work the noose loose and get your head free. Two voices are arguing.
I said, I'm not staying if you hurt people.
That's the second voice. No, it's a child.
Oh.
If we don't keep our home secret, how are we gonna be safe?
Another child, a boy. You slip the noose off while they fight.
Hello, children.
Hello, children. You tried to murder me. Yeet the child.
The girl glances at her sullen companion before addressing you.
I'm very sorry, but you're not welcome. We don't allow adults here. Adults cannot be trusted.
She reaches for your hand.
If you promise not to tell anyone where we are,
Kind of reminds
we'll
me.
let
I
you
don't.
go
I don't know if you
unharmed.
remember this, and I don't know if this is the
Thank
exact
you.
name of it.
You're
But
all
there
right,
was
Enrico.
Camp Searchlight in Fallout 3,
girl
which was that
smiles.
like cave village
on your
with just
travels.
children. Adults weren't allowed in
The
it.
boy sticks his chin out.
If
You had
tell
to
anyone,
go
I'll-
through it in order to
I'll
get to a vault.
you.
I don't remember
The
that.
girl sighs.
If you tell anyone, we'll have to live in the woods.
Homeless children.
They're not homeless. They have a house right there. What are you talking about? Cassidy.
Hit the
Where are
poet.
you headed now? I'm thinking about getting out to the coast again. I want to get to Frisco and gaze upon the Pacific Ocean like in days past.
Yeah, same.
Contemplation of water is an ancient healing practice, you know?
Water be crazy.
The vastness of the sea makes the personal wounds we suffer seem small in comparison.
just me sitting on the beach, like, here's the water. Just, Guess I'm just floating now.
Went
Just floating.
into the sea he go.
Where he stopped, nobody know.
That's the theory, anyway.
Maybe he make it to Tahiti.
Silas told me that once.
You're still on the Silas guy.
Sometimes I want to hear a sadness that resonates with my own. Do you know any stories like that?
Yes, I do. I'm totally not reading off a paper. That one.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
And I will walk
The tragedy.
600 miles, and I
It's real.
will walk
Have you ever tried writing
600
poetry?
miles, and
Well,
I
that's
will
what
walk
failing.
600 miles, and I will walk 600 miles. Where was I? Where was I? I forget. I forget.
Silas was interested in
Think of
saying,
circumvented the
sometimes
earth
we
a
talk about
little
cutting out the
bit.
sides, breaking away from attachments to forms. The irony isn't lost on me that I failed so completely at this, especially as it regards him. Is he so spiritually accomplished that he can do that about me?
Dude, I get it. The breakup was hard.
Does he just sit there in his perfect meditation, feeling no desire, needing no one.
Then it wouldn't have worked out anyway, my guy.
If so, then why is he with someone right now?
Oh.
Maybe they also are completely, like, not about romance.
You know any stories that will make me laugh? A tall order, I know.
Also, is the person he with a woman? Then maybe it wouldn't have worked out between you two because of that obvious reason. Yeah, just different interests in that. I don't know. A funny story? Musician. I don't know, man. There's tons of reasons.
That's a good one. I know I don't laugh the way I used to, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's like, my God, there are other fish in the sea.
When you fight authority,
Remember the
don't
sea
believe
you were
in
just talking about, the
romanticism of
Pacific?
being an outcast or a rebel. I did that once. It's a mistake. Don't think you're going to escape society's judgment, no matter how strongly you believe you're in the right. In the end, what people thought of us affected us, even while we pretended it didn't.
High school, am I right?
It was too much to bear, even for Silas. I need
Oh my God, Silas again.
mystic story.
This is like,
right now.
like complaining
to put a
about
smile on
like
my
writing
face.
Literally,
poetry
I
and
just
stories
think
about
of any
complaining
like
about
that.
like.
Cassidy, if you keep talking about your ex at dinner, I'm gonna leave. I'm not him.
Man, this is just a horrible second date.
Yeah. You were supposed to go to the vineyards this Saturday, and you canceled because Silas likes the vineyards. What the fuck is... Oh god. Hopeful story. This one's hopeful for some reason.
That's a good one.
Sure.
We do reach up like that towards hope. Maybe the traps I've fallen into are the ones I
Scott,
made
I'm not
myself.
him, but you could be.
Am I Silas? Have I been Silas this whole time? Oh. Oh no. Where does the mask become the face of the truth? Kind of lost what the hell I was saying there halfway through that sentence.
Maybe what I think
Which is the truth, which is the lies.
And I'm the one who's been a monster.
You need a half mask. Just start belting into Phantom of the Opera. Maybe what I think happened didn't happen at all, and I'm the one who's been a monster. Usually what happens is you take one side and then you take the other side and you try to find the one, like the points that kind of match and construct what actually happened because both people can't fucking stop being emotional.
Things did get heated once or twice. Maybe.
There you go. All right, there you go. Stop it with those rose-tinted glasses. That's good. That's good.
But I was upset at being shoved away. Just like that. After so many years.
Okay, so good to know. So last time we talked in these therapy sessions that apparently I'm helping you with, just dabs the pen. So last time you made it kind of sound like it was an unrequited love, but now you are revealing that there was a thing with you and it just went bad. That is what we call breaking up. It's a natural thing that happens and isn't the end of the world, my guy. I'm not a licensed therapist. If this isn't helping, you can't sue. You came to me.
Silas and Pauline just decided to be normal one day. And that it was
Oh.
necessary for me to disappear from their lives.
Just decided to be normal one day. Okay. Maybe Silas is bi. Maybe this isn't an act, my guy. Maybe Silas is bi.
Surely it's understandable that I
Or maybe
be
not.
upset.
I don't know. Maybe he's trying to be a politician.
Sometimes I want to hear a sadness that resonates with my own.
I'm just trying to give you
know any
outs
stories like
for
that?
not being sad anymore. Let's see. The anonymous grave is probably sad.
E.
It was like a beat up grave.
That
Yeah.
It's like getting locked out in the cold.
All right, we got
Nothing
him.
But your sorrow.
Yeah.
I like looking back at the past. Well,
That would probably suck though. It's just like,
reading a long list
you know,
of
if you were
times I
if you
was
were
fool.
like a gay guy dating another gay guy, and then the gay guy was just like, nah, I'm just gonna push you away with basically no explanation and date this girl all of a sudden. I'm sure that's happened though, because like, you know, people who realize that they are bi or, you know, something like this. I don't know. I feel like there are people who like are in straight relationships for years and then they realize, oh, I'm gay, and then they go and get into a gay relationship. So I don't think it'd be impossible for it to happen the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows?
Here's an example.
That still is like, I don't know, maybe they're bi.
Right, too. Silas and I agreed she wasn't particularly talented.
Damn.
She tried too hard
Damn.
to sound like the writers we adored back then.
Wait, he's saying that about Pauline?
Yeah.
Did Silas agree, my dude? Or are you again trying to be like, no, we were perfect together and Pauline was this third wheel homewrecker? Just trying to say, my guy. You know, it's fine that you're angry. That's perfectly fine. But we gotta be fair here and try to be objective to get to the root of the problem. Again, I am not a licensed therapist.
The attempts were so stodgy sounding, I called them the Pauline epistles.
Oh,
Made Silas laugh and laugh. Back then, I thought I was so high up, so secure. But in the end, he still chose her over me.
Maybe tearing people down is not a good way to get people on your side.
yeah. Maybe he realized that both of you were kind of being assholes and then started to, you know, talk to Pauline because he wanted to make amends even if she wasn't aware of the fact. You know, it's just like, hey, we've been talking behind your back. Then they, you know, started hanging out more genuinely, and then he was like, huh, I really like her actually. And
You know what? Fuck that guy.
so in a way, you being a dick to Pauline,
Sometimes I
We
want
forge
to
our
hear
own destinies.
sadness that resonates with my own. Do you know any stories like that?
I'm not a licensed therapist. I just like, I don't know why I like the image of just like me, you know, in a therapist outfit, just glasses, you know, tweed jacket, all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, tell me your problems. Just know that I am not a licensed therapist and you chose to come here still knowing that. All right, that story.
Probably want to save the really good ones for later.
That one's still level 1, I think. I don't know if it's a tragedy or a scary one, though.
Well, I can find that kind of movie theater story at any stop along the road.
At
Fortunately,
least we'll evolve it.
Pauline once told me I was lucky to be alive.
Oh.
How thankful should I be for that? She said it was hard on her to watch me put myself in these troublesome situations.
Okay, we're getting some more information here. What troublesome situations did Pauline think you were putting yourself through? Were you self-destructive and maybe that could have caused some strain in the relationship? Whereas Pauline, as an alternative, was in a better position and wasn't putting as much strain on a relationship with Silas. I'm just trying to, you know, make it so that you're not over-romanticizing or over, you know, attacking someone, so that at the end of these unlicensed therapy sessions, stressing the unlicensed here, that you can come out more secure in yourself again and ready to forge ahead forward in a better position. I am not a licensed therapist. Just every sentence, just really gotta put that home there.
Somehow that didn't help.
For legal
me. I got
reasons,
upset with her,
just point to a
even though
sign
I
that says
knew
I'm
she
not a
just wanted to help.
therapist.
I still feel betrayed by her. I suppose
Now, that's
after
valid.
a while I'll start to realize how little I can change and accept myself as an uprooted poet howling unheard into the winds, seething with anger and pain.
See, there you go. That just kicks down the door. All right, I've heard enough of this. You are not allowed to play therapist anymore. Wait, no, we're making progress.
We're done, Scott.
But progress is being made. No, it's not.
Exiled
the
to a
professionals
little
handle
island of
this.
Suffering surrounded by storm clouds.
Look, man.
Really just a
It's
sad little
fine.
bomb that nobody cared about.
Hey, dude, come on now. That I'm sure someone does. Well, like you. Hold on. No, I'm
That
kidding.
sounds about right.
Dude, come on. Don't be so down in the dumps, my guy.
There you go.
Just trying to give the worst, the worst advice.
Have you considered this?
Chin
Have you-
up.
Have you tried being happy?
God, as someone who has chronic anxiety and depression, I can't tell you how many times being like, you just need to chin up, man. You just need to, you know,
Be happy.
Yeah.
Don't be anxious.
yeah, just be a bit happier. You know, just try to think about things different.
Thanks, I'm cured.
Yeah, just buck up, Buckaroo.
I've gone on long enough. Next, I'm traveling out this way. Keep an eye out for me if you find yourself over there.
Hey, guy, don't be so blue. And it sucks because, like, you know that more often than not, they just literally have no idea how to handle this situation. So they're like, I don't know, just be happy. Yeah, because they're just like, I don't get it. That's just what I do. I just don't be sad.
Yeah, they don't get it.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. It's the story about the pond that held the ghosts.
Oh, so it evolved again.
Yeah.
What did it change to?
Let's see. It has changed to whose airplane could fly as well in the water as in the sky. So he's no longer dead. He just has a magic plane. Seatbelts, everyone. Beep, beep. Next, it's going to evolve into, it's a space plane.
Now that's just crazy talk.
A plane that goes in space. That's wacky and would never happen.
Hey there. The man looks anxious.
Why that's
suppose you
something
saw
that
some
if it did
shining
happen,
around
I
as you
would
walked
create
this way.
conspiracy theories to
Might have
fool
caught your
stupid
eye.
people about.
Glinted like a coin or a piece of glass? The man is devastated. I lost my girl's grandma's ring.
My girl's
I got her
grandma's
mom's
ring?
blessing today. She gave me the ring to propose with, and he turns his face away.
Damn.
Oh,
but
that
his
sucks,
jagged
dude.
breathing
That does suck.
delays
Have you ever considered that the diamond industry is corrupt and you don't need a ring?
Sorry.
It's more the principle of like you
replace it.
lost
If I
a
could afford to
valuable
buy one, I
object.
wouldn't have accepted her mother's offer. I'll find that ring if it kills me.
That'll
You
help him
walk in
search.
slowly increasing circles with his potatoes at the center.
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Finds nothing. After a while, he calls, "Can't have you wasting time. Don't worry, I'll find it."
I hope so,
You're
my guy.
half a field away when something winks at you from the dirt. It's a simple
Keep
gold
it.
ring.
No!
A solitaire diamond.
Awful.
Keep
Must
it.
be the
No.
engagement ring
Mine
you're
now.
looking for.
No. Finders keepers, losers weepers.
Yoink.
No.
Doesn't
couldn't.
take long to retrace your steps.
No!
The potato seller is gone, as have his sacks of spuds. When you uncurl your hand,
What?
there's nothing in it but a small, shiny coin.
Huh.
The fairies done stole my ring and gave me a coin. These damn pixies are fucking with me. That is this guy again. Heard this one before? Group recitation of the cart horse faster than a steam train, interrupting one another. It's a story about the man who loved his very special horse. No way.
Pshaw.
I'm just being sassy in this session. Sassy Skeleman. The hell am I going?
Yeah, where are you going?
Going to Wisconsin. That's right. Going to Ohio 3. The Ohioing. And the franchise really lost the plot after Ohio 5, Electric Ohio Ooh. That was worst as hell. I'm so good at jokes.
Crouches in this meadow, making quick, fine strokes on a fresh page in her notebook.
Artist.
She
Yo,
gives
what
a
you drawing?
small, careful smile.
Yo, what that
Wanna see
drawing
I'm
hand do?
looking at? She
Does it
asks.
draw? Figured.
She beckons you closer, and you see a flower half finished on the first page of her book. As
Oh,
you
dude, you
watch
could
them,
post that and just
she
to have the
moves
tag,
quickly to
work
the
in
next
progress on
page
Twitter and it'd get like way more likes than the
begins to
finished one.
draw the cluster of tangled stamens inside it.
There's something satisfying about works in progress, man.
Detailed accuracy.
Part of the problem.
She speeds up. She flips to the next page and draws a minuscule bug nestled between the flower's delicate innards. Flip. Next page.
Whoa.
Now she's drawing its eye.
What the
It
fuck?
blooms across the page in under 3 seconds, as real as anything.
Whoa.
Oh god.
Too real.
She's in the zone.
Before you
She's
can
one of those
ask,
artists that can
flip
pull out
next page.
fan art within 10 minutes of something new coming out.
God. I do want to make like a humorous thing where it's just like other artists' sketches and it's like a fully finished piece.
Yeah.
My sketches, a single circle drawn shittily.
A single circle.
Drawn shittily with an arrow, like an arrow pointing to it, and like near the arrow it says art go here.
Now she's drawn some weird cluster of stringy filaments. Is this the surface of the bug's eye? But she's on to the next page, faster than ever. Fingers a blur as they spread a tangle of dots and lines.
Holy shit.
Your stomach somersaults.
I'd keep watching, this is fascinating.
Next page. Dots and blurs woven together. Incoherent. Nothing you've ever seen before. You feel absolutely sick to your stomach.
Next page, a map to Roswell, New Mexico. Next page, the aliens at Area 51.
Flip. Next page. A new tangle of dots and blurs. Weird and familiar. You taste bile.
No, done here.
Nope,
Flip.
keep watching.
Next page. A cloudy orb in a sea of black flops out of her pencil like as if by accident. And she's already turning to the next page, drawing a smear of gray. But flip. The gray smear parts. A continent. Flip. Terrain. Flip. A meadow with 2 dots in the middle. And flip. Your head. Her head. The flower. God. You cough and kneel hard in the dirt. You're back where you began. Sick as a dog.
That's fucking cool.
The artist takes your hands and hold them tight. Hers are stinging hot, like a truck hood after a long drive. It always wraps back around, she whispers in your ear. No matter how far I go, I'm always coming home.
Dude, sick.
You got some sort of crazy superpower there.
You're your own art time lapse.
The man wears
Oh.
a
Oh,
fine
hey, devil.
Hi, Satan.
clean as a whistle. Like the dust and dirt of travel just don't stick. Could I have a moment, traveler? A kindness for your fellow man. As you draw closer to him, a vibrant fragrance enriches your nostrils. Notes of jasmine, citrus, and... is that sandalwood?
Oh man, the devil's come to collect.
No. Birch tar. Have you seen a jailbird around? Usual black and white stripes. A woman. The man doesn't elaborate much.
There's a debt to settle.
Ooh.
She has a debt to settle. That's all. I have coins for your trouble.
Well, we haven't actually
Yeah,
seen her.
I don't remember having seen her.
The air feels hotter, like the sun just passed between some clouds. Is that right? No one at all by that description? Before you've finished hearing his words, the man's gone. And where he stood is a ring of scorched grass.
And as far as I was told in the narration, I haven't.
The man with the midnight wings.
He also didn't describe those in the narration.
And this guy everywhere.
Yeah. It's the story about the boy who died in the fields. Became the whole group of boys who worked themselves to death.
Oof.
Oh god. It's spreading. Wait a minute, I think I've just had a brain blast. I remember where Ohio is.
Where is it?
It's the one that's like in the ocean, like down and to the left of the rest of the map. Wait, no, that's Hawaii. Shit! I'll keep thinking.
Maybe you'll get it by the end of this playthrough, Scott.
Unlikely.
I'm really excited for that coffee to come in.
What coffee?
So the other day, Scott.
Oh, the tabletop one.
Yeah, it's like kind of Dungeons and Dragons themed coffee, and like the way they describe the coffee and how they do like a special monthly coffee. I'm just like, okay, so that actually is like they actually roast them fresh and then send them out. So that's a pretty good sign. And the one I ordered will actually come with dice. So I'm excited for that to come in.
Wait, did I go the wrong way?
Did you go west?
I did go the wrong way. Shit. Back this way. But yeah, I saw... Oh! Okay. I saw that. I think it was like on a YouTube video. I can't remember. Was it... It was a D&D YouTuber, I know that. I don't think it was One Shot Questers. I don't remember. Shoot, I'm sorry. Yeah, I just saw it and I'm like, I'm not really into coffee. And then I saw that they had a promotion going on where it's like, oh, it comes with like tabletop swag, including dice. And I went, dice? I'm like, I still don't like coffee and don't want to ever support buying coffee because I think it is a sin.
How dare.
You know, like, why have coffee if you want a hot beverage? Hot cocoa is right there. Warm apple cider is right there.
I know
and
you're
if you want caffeine, soda is right there.
I know you're sick of hearing this, but I want a 0-calorie drink, please.
There are tons of 0-calorie sodas.
No.
Yes!
I don't want them.
Why? They're better.
They're gross.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Have you ever had Diet Dr. Pepper?
I've had the diet drinks and I hate
Have you
them.
had Diet Dr. Pepper? Answer the fucking question.
It's been a very long time.
Then you don't get to talk. Diet Dr. Pepper is
When's
delicious.
the last time you tried coffee?
I think the last time you let me try one. And it was disgusting. It literally tastes like soured water. It's like fucking... It's like you made a fucking drink out of the ground from the book The Pet Cemetery. Sometimes dead is better. Let's see. Bridge with you tells a few rambling stories, some true seeming, some conspicuously less so. All true, he assures you. There's history in this place going all the way back to Injun times. Strange stuff happens around here. Can't all be true. Sure it is. He scoffs, and then, as if to prove himself right, he launches into a story about the legendary John Henry, who outdrilled a machine in the attempt. This one, you know. It's the story of John Henry, the strongest railroad worker ever. Which, literally, that just was fucking I saw a funeral. I ain't pulling your legs. But it's gotten there. Hammer in his hand. The man was born with a hammer in his hand. What a legend, literally. That also would be like, if I had a time machine, I would become a fucking history researcher. All I would do is just go back in time with a sketchbook and just be like, alright. John Henry was supposed to live around this time, estimates say, so let's go see if we can find him. Was he ever a real guy? Just find out that Hercules was a real dude, but he was just like Greek equivalent of an accountant. Just made up a lot of fucking bullshit stories. Also, we found our way back to St. Louis somehow.
Alright, what's Cassidy look like?
Looks like I'm still me and you're still you.
That's how that works.
Dirt.
Isn't it? The to be stuck with ourselves like this.
Speak for yourself, man. I am a skeleton.
Always wandering, and I couldn't escape the one thing I wanted to
I'm
be
a
away
spooky
from more
boy.
than anything else. I suppose that in the end, we all have to settle down inside ourselves. But I don't want to be the way I am now. If I could, I'd live inside the past. Inside the time Silas and I had together. Back on the road together, forever.
That sounds like you could do with a Pepsi.
Sometimes I want to hear a sadness that resonates with my own. You
Okay, sad story for the sad sack. I think the killers on the streets was scary.
Sorry. We haven't,
Sparing
yeah, we
about the
haven't really
future.
told that. We haven't really told that one.
We have a couple times, it just hasn't
That one
evolved.
was like getting locked out in the cold. Did Silas ever imagine a future with me?
Apparently,
Oh my god, man.
get over
Why did a
it.
genius like Silas seeing me in the first place? He never said anything directly about my work. Other people came to him for writing advice, and he would suggest changes in diction or grammar or tense, and they'd go away happy and leave him alone. But Silas and I usually just talked about the weather, or people we knew, or how we'd get to the next city over.
Sounds a lot more like a business relationship that really had no emotion in it, and I think you read into it.
What he taught
Would you
me
like to
was
learn
hidden
know more
under
about
the
my Lord and
surface.
Savior Silas?
Yeah, seriously. Silas this, Silas that. Oh my god, I get it, dude.
Sometimes I want to hear a sadness that resonates with my own. Do you know any stories like that?
I get it, my guy. You like Silas. I know. It's cool, man. It's fine.
It's okay. You can move on.
Yeah. Here you go. You'll resonate with this.
The tragedy in that story, it's real. Have you ever tried writing poetry?
No.
My love, did I overwhelm him?
Probably. Probably, my guy.
You seem like a very overbearing person.
You seem like the kind of person who would just, like, completely fall into a relationship and just forget that you are an individual and everything. Like, you're like fucking Venom, my guy. There is no Eddie. There is only Venom. We are Venom.
It's just like Silas leaves. It's like, well, what do you do while you're waiting for me? Wait for you to come back.
Yeah. Fucking.
Was it too much for his delicate soul to be caught up in the storm of my love, my desire for him? To have him, own him, make him a part of myself.
You're being real possessive, my guy.
Really,
I
really
dearly wish he
needy.
felt the same way about me.
No,
not
that'd
sure
be
that he
even
ever did.
way more unhealthy.
It may have been that he just enjoyed the flattery of my worship.
Jeez. It was a joke, my dude. It was a joke from chat. It wasn't supposed to be real.
And, you know, I was far from being
Oh, baby, you're toxic.
Sometimes I want to hear a sadness that resonates with my own. Do you know any stories
God,
like that?
this is just adding credence to the theory that, like, Judas sold out Jesus because he wouldn't date him. I'll show you. I don't think that's actually a conspiracy theory, but it was funny in the moment. Tragic story, boy with the bones.
The tragedy in that story, it's real.
I know, I saw
You
it.
ever tried writing poetry?
Not the bones part, but
Who's my family now?
That's
gee,
cigarettes.
I wonder. No one?
I tried to get on with a few other people. Writers and poets and artists. Types that are supposed to have certain things in common.
Maybe that's your problem, my guy. Like, says the person who's never dated anyone. But like, you don't have to share everything in common with the person you're dating, you know.
I was never accepted into artistic.
Because then when you do finally
was
find
too
things that
unwilling
aren't
to
the
put up
same,
with all
you
of the
think it's a
bullshit.
fucking betrayal. We were supposed to be the same. No. We're just supposed to like being with each other.
Just
fucking.
be individuals with your own interests.
Yeah.
It went both ways. I tend to annoy other writers for some reason.
Gee,
I wonder
why. this
So I only ever had
motherfucker.
that one little group. Them and, of course, all the hobos and bums of the world.
Like he literally sounds like how people stereotypically think of bipolar, where it's just always immediately the hottest and the coldest. You know, oh, I like you, I will worship you. Oh, you did one thing that I don't like, I now hate you forever.
Oh God.
Alone, out here, I spend too much time inside my own head. Can you tell me a hopeful story to lighten my mood?
I can tell you a hopeful story. I don't know about that second part. I think you should see another therapist. I'm quitting the practice, of which I am not licensed. I think the bottles were happy, or hopeful, or whatever.
I don't think I'm in the intended audience for that joke.
It's
Oh, it's a joke? Whatever.
Joy was the life I had with Silas on the road.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
what
get
exactly
it.
made me want the simple life of a bum, but the pursuit of that felt natural to me. after the
Silas.
problems I had earlier in my life.
Okay, did you have parents? A childhood? Did you just come out of the ether dating Silas? Are you a homunculus? Given one specific order in life, and now that you cannot do that command, you have no prime directive, and you're just waiting for the singularity to give you sentience.
Hopping on cold train cars that froze overnight. Scooping
War
up beans from a
forged.
tin with our hands. All of that was pure joy.
You're really looking at this with rose glasses, man.
Yeah, seriously.
That does not sound like joy to me.
Most
No.
people go through life doing a lot of work to avoid the truth.
You don't say, Silas. Can you speak more on that from a personal perspective? I think you'd have some experience.
Silas and I wanted to find the truth, to
Mhm.
witness it with our own eyes.
Sure you did.
I need an optimistic story right now.
So many
Something to
people
put a
avoid
smile
the
on
truth.
my face.
Anyway, this bitch
Didn't think of me
Pauline
like that.
ruined everything, and it wasn't me at all. All I wanted to do was wear Silas's skin like a bodysuit. What's so wrong with that? It was just my love language.
New Granddad.
I like that one. Makes me feel the way
Granddad. You see,
used to.
Silas had a granddad.
Oh no.
What wishes did we have?
Did you have a
Well,
granddad? I don't
we
remember,
both
but
had our own
Silas.
artistic ambitions. I can't say they came true. He wanted to write his novel. I was happy with a few lines of verse here and there. Sometimes I wondered how he'd portray me in his book. I had an
It was a
image of myself
biography?
that I wanted him to capture, to make immortal. I still wonder, because I still haven't seen what he wrote.
Just like, I had an image of myself I wanted to be, and it was just the guy who worshipped the ground and was just little boy, little boyfriend boy. No will of my own, only a sidekick.
The finished manuscript is probably lying in the dark of his desk drawer. A secret masterpiece, waiting for its dawn.
Because it was about the time he was with me, so clearly it's a masterpiece. The sequel about him and Pauline will be garbage. It won't get written. It'll be bad.
Critics are gonna hate
The
it.
sun will be rising soon. I've got to pack my camp and get ready to go. Up at dawn every day, thinking about how to get to the next town, how to eat, where to rest.
I'm clearly so empathetic over other
It's
people's
like the trip I took with
romance.
Silas, but I'm on my own this time. If your trip takes you out this way, we might meet again.
Oh god, it does. Oh no. Alright, The fuck? Okay, so I need to go northeast, but where is river crossing?
There, right.
Oh, there's 2 of them. What would be the best
Where are we
choice?
trying to go? Wisconsin?
We're trying to go to Wisconsin, yeah.
So the one on our right
Yep.
would be the best one.
Later, Cassidy. Yeah. The darkness, it comes to swallow us all. Yeah. The wheels on the bus go round and round.
99 bottles of
A
beer on the wall.
99 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass around. 99 bottles of beer on the wall. 99 bottles of beer on the
Oh,
wall.
wait, there's still 99?
Yes. 99 bottles of beer. You take one down, pass it around. 100 bottles of beer on the wall. It's a ghost bar. Logic need not apply.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee never. I don't know.
I liked Milwaukee when I visited.
I never have. The only time I've been in Wisconsin is we went to Wisconsin Dells, and that was a thing.
He spent a half hour filling you in on his plans to drive
Goggles
coast to
or
coast.
cartoon eyes.
Enthusiasm
You decide.
radiates off him. When he talks,
If it's goggles, he's
you hear
going
the
like this.
blare
If it's
of
cartoon eyes, he's going,
wind
oh,
ruffle your
oh,
taste and tan, oil on the breeze. The why he
oh.
dresses like a racer is beyond.
Yeah, goggles.
Of course. Where's the joy in driving if you don't
It
look
could
the
be
part?
cartoon eyes in goggles.
He slips off a glove and has you feel how soft it is.
Driving really is the only way to travel.
You do a lot of walking.
Yeah, but not by choice.
Yes. Yes. The people around here don't get it. If you're ever along the Mother Road, keep an eye out for me.
The Mother Road is Route 66.
Yeah.
Estacy's
He
car.
laughs.
Oh, friend, I would love to show you, but that's for another day.
He strolls off.
He doesn't have a car.
Nope.
The woman seated on a nearby step croaks a laugh. She shakes her head.
Factory's never gonna reopen. He'll never get the money. He'll never get his damn car.
She chuckles.
Hadn't dampened his spirits none. Spent his last cent on those ridiculous clothes.
Oh.
That coast-to-coast trip is all he can talk about.
Ooh.
Big oof. I think this is the 4th time we've seen him today.
Yeah, but now he's blue and or purple.
He's been purple a lot of the times.
Yeah. Could play every instrument in the world, interrupting one another in their excitement to tell it. It's the young musician. It turned into the musical child savant. He'll have crippling imposter syndrome when he's older.
The man checks a wristwatch and swears under his breath. His fingernails have been chewed down to the skin.
Ugh.
Oh.
Possibly.
He says without
Wait, which
hesitation.
skin? This skin? This skin? Because if we're talking about, like, to where the color changes, that's how I cut my nails sometimes. And if we're talking about to the cuticle, dear God.
Oh, real late. Real late.
You identify now the source of a low creaking sound that has lingered since your arrival. The man rocks in place, gently, a strain on the old wooden bench. The man looks at the tickets in his hand as if he hadn't known they were there. Slowly, some comprehension colors his expression.
Somebody came and went.
You all right?
Just fine. Just fine, neighbor. Bus will be here soon.
He starts to bite at his fingers again. Surely there can't be any nail left to chew. The man pops his knuckles one finger at a time and starts over. When a wren lands nearby and sings a little, you're grateful for the sound.
Wonder what that will evolve into.
The ghost bus.
Yeah, it is ghost a lot.
The ghost bus. The ghost bus. Woo! The spookiest mode of transportation of all. Bus.
Oh, how rude.
Piece of shit. Mighty unneighborly of you. You're not my neighbor. You don't know that. But I know where you live. I am now even more asserted in my choice.
Aw. Man, this soundtrack is just good vibes.
Yeah. It's Western. It's like Western folk instead of country, which is garbage.
Garbage.
Western music, good. Country music, garbo.
Alright, we've never been here.
The Mississippi here is lined with grain mills, factories, and train tracks. Smoke towers rising stark against the sky. But some of these factories are empty. There's a tense look in a lot of folks' eyes. Oh, hey, it's the Pillsbury factory here in town.
3 delivery trucks sit on the waterfront, their drivers securing the cargo. 12 cop cars form a protective half-ring around them. Their occupants seem to be gearing up for combat.
Oh, shit.
You approach a pair of cops. The broad one pushes shells into a shotgun with a practiced motion and an undercurrent of excitement. His wiry partner indicates the trucks.
We gotta get these through. Keep them secure.
Prison
The broad
transport?
cop grunts. You been living under a rock?
Oh.
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 Strikers, says the other. Socialist motherfuckers.
Ah, glad to see things
the
haven't
broad one
changed.
adds. The broad cop sneers. Does it matter?
Yes.
They better fall in line.
Hmm.
The other shakes his head.
My cousin's out there. I don't think their demands are...
Maybe you're standing on the wrong side. Come on. They walk off. It's a token act of resistance, but it's something. You drop onto your belly, the car between you and the gathered cops, and locate the fuel line. You jab a knife into it. It takes a few attempts, but you nick it just right and cover your face as gasoline pours out. You
Nice.
stand to find the thin cop watching. He looks between you and the fuel leaking over the asphalt.
Winku.
The two of you lock eyes for a long second.
Go.
He says,
Hell yeah.
Get some more stories.
outside this lonely farmhouse,
what a nice-looking
pair of
horse.
children, no older than 6 or 7, are waiting in a cart. One is holding the reins with an easy confidence, as if the cart is his. The other stares at you with a quiet suspicion. Suddenly, A third child, carrying a leather doctor's bag, opens the farmhouse door and climbs laboriously into the back of the cart. He can't be more than 6 years old. You see an oversized stethoscope looped several times around his little
You
neck.
borrow that from your pa?
You okay? You shout. Where are your parents? But the driver kid just ignores you. He gives the reins a quick flick. As the horse trots away, you notice that the door to the farmhouse is open. A humble parlor. In the armchair under the window is a girl no older than 5, left all alone. Where are your parents, you ask? She just gives a piping laugh. Dead these 80 years, she says. Under her shawl, her hair is bone white. Nearly 90, she says. Oh, don't look at me like that. I know I've got the face of a wee child. So does Dr. Simons and his brothers. You'll find an awful lot of houses around here where folk are younger than our years.
Where's that fountain of
You've
youth
heard
you're
of
drinking from?
changeling children?
Oh.
In the old country, people feared us. But mostly they feared our masters. She laughs, low and weird. We rose up in the hollows, under the hills. Killed our masters, then fended for ourselves. We made the choice everyone else did. America. The hills are quiet now, they say. People sigh and wonder where all that wonderful magic went. But there's no power in the world that can't be twisted evil. Here, the hills are dead. There's no
They murdered the
power
Feywilds.
over us except the sun. She nods.
You sons of bitches, you're why we don't have dragons.
An old woman's smile, wise and satisfied with a life well lived. Then her smile grows. Her lips part. And you see that every tooth in her little mouth comes to a glistening, hook-curved point.
Cool. Nice body mods. Grotesque children that
They
seem perfectly nice.
they're living their best life.
You judgy ass narrator.
The woman finds you as you wander the streets. Come with me, child, she says,
Huh?
looking you up and down. We're going to church.
I ain't got nothing better to
You
do.
follow her to a simple clapboard building. There's no steeple, but a cross is painted on one side. Inside, you sit for what seems like years as the preacher drones on about the various virtues expected of his faith. Brevity is not among them, apparently.
Yep, that was certainly a church service.
It's like, now let us sit and do a prayer of hymn that will last 30 minutes. Or we could all just in unison say, hoop-de-doo, God's good for you. I'd probably do the same thing.
Dudleth. I'm not familiar with that, city town. But I don't know anything about Minnesota, so...
Yeah. I just know that they have very, very tiny carbonated beverages.
Following
it's
a
mini
sinking
soda.
limestone cliff.
Mini soda?
you see
Mini
the
soda.
fossilized
Aw.
impressions of crustaceans clearly scattered across
I would try
the
that for the
stone.
novelty.
Long ago, this place must have been a
You never seen
shallow
tiny
sea.
soda cans?
No. I guess I
Something
have, but
Yeah.
strange
I never
about
actually drank
catches
from
your
one, I don't
eye.
think.
So then you wouldn't do it for the novelty.
Leaning against
Okay,
the
whatever.
stone is a
'Cause
figure
you've seen it and you
draped in
haven't.
black cloth. arms
You said you'd do it for the novelty, but then when pressed, you were like, "Oh, I have seen it," and didn't.
Well, my
His ghoulish
opinions on things
configuration is
change.
about 30 paces away from you.
That's fair.
As far as you can tell, hasn't registered your presence.
And these days, I do allow myself to have a soda every now and then. I used to not.
Good. It's good for you.
Yeah, I used to not do it at all for many years.
By the way, can I just say, in my opinion, the best soda that is of like the lemon lime like citrus sodas kind of thing, you know, like mixed citrus, like Mellow Yellow, Mountain Dew, Sierra Mist, Sprite, all that stuff. The best one is Ski.
Ski.
Yeah, because instead of it being lemon lime at its base, it's lemon orange.
Interesting.
And they have a cherry lemon orange one, cherry Ski, and it's fucking great. And I love it. I'm gonna say
You
hello.
look down at your weathered bones, a curse only you can see.
Oh,
You
actually
decide
pointed that
it's
out.
best not to be judgmental. You tentatively announce yourself to the figure.
So that's interesting. It pointed out that only I can see myself as being a skelly.
Hey! He calls back, in a voice much kinder and softer than you were expecting. You weren't even a little bit frightened, were you? I bet I look... The figure shuffles uncomfortably in its garb. So stupid. It sighs, reaching up to remove the skull. Behind the mask of bone is a shawl-wrapped young woman, mid-teens and tall for her age. I ruined my dress with this dark dye, too. Mom's gonna whoop me bad, I bet. I keep destroying them, but does she stop making me wear them? No. Turning the skull to face herself, she mimics what you assume is her family. Act like a decent lady, Suze. Oh, don't lose your head, Suze. She pauses, adding quietly. But it's what it feels like. You ever been so close to someone it was like they were a part of you? Losing them would be like losing
I've
a
got
knife.
this, I've got this guy Cassidy, dude.
Yeah, I can introduce you to
Punctuates her
someone.
statement by waving the skull around. How would you like it if someone ripped off your head? She asks, hurling the skull as far as she can for emphasis. Maddie? The girl says, kicking at the dirt. She's my best friend. The girl pauses again. Tears are welling up in her bright eyes. I love her. And she moved away with her family. Gone up north. I'll never see her again. What? No! She balks. I mean, what's the point? You suggest that writing letters is a way to keep Maddie in her life. At this point, there's not much to lose. The girl considers this for a moment and pulls out a pen and paper from her satchel.
Yeah.
Over the next hour, she works on the letter, writing and rewriting, pausing frequently to regale you with another of Sue's and Maddie's adventures. Under the bridge, the haunted house, the Civil War bullet they found.
You know, it's specifically from the Civil War.
Finally, she seems satisfied. That'd be great. She beams. I better go back and get washed up for supper. Maybe hide this dress. She hands you the letter and a few coins. This is to say thank you. And also for postage.
Nice.
Oh, that was a nice story.
See, Cassidy, you don't have to be a sad sack about it.
Yeah.
You can figure it out.
She has a good spirit about her.
Of course, times was different then. Not long after you walked into the small, cramped saloon, you found yourself caught by this man. A portly old grifter sat upon an armchair, seemingly placed there just for him. He takes a deep drag from his cigar. Used to have a trunk full of pawn shop violins. He smiles conspiratorially at you. No doubt, this is his default smile. No harm in explaining how it works now, is there? People today don't go for it. Times are too tough. You walk into a diner and eat breakfast. Breakfast's the important part. He chuckles for emphasis. And then you get the bill and act surprised when you can't find your wallet.
Okay.
But what if you're actually surprised because you did actually forget your wallet?
Then what?
Just asking for a friend.
Oh. Hey, Scott, did you forget your wallet again? Oh, now we don't run into that issue anymore because you
Yeah,
have it with
I have it in there.
every
on
now
my
and then.
phone.
Yeah, before that, every now and then, Sky be like, "Hey, cat."
I forgot my wallet.
So you put the violin down as collateral while you go back to your car and get it. And that's where the shill comes in. His eyes lean
Why would you
away,
have the violin? What?
as though recalling a face. Something distracts him from his story. Ah, never mind. I think everybody knows how this goes now. Point is, you sell a $2 violin to someone who thinks it's a $50 violin. The burning end of his cigar has gone dark. He rolls it around on a finger. Wistful. He laughs, dismissing a sad thought you can't discern. Isn't it obvious? I ran out of pawn shop violins.
I don't get what. Okay.